Welcome to Milk Market Tidbit for the April milk production report that USDA released this afternoon. This is Dr. Lawrence Jones, and I'm recording this on Wednesday, May the 21st. So we're starting a new month here of May, and the first report that comes out is the milk production report. And you'll notice that there is this kind of a special note that they're going to change a few things in this, so you can read that. And then we're going to get the cold storage report, and that's going to be followed up by the dairy products report. All right, so this report came in pretty heavy. So let's kind of start with the revisions. They're set over here. Anything that's in green came up, anything that's red went down. So a minor reduction in milk per cow, not significant. But look what they did to cow numbers. It came up 16,000 on a revision. And of course, that brought milk production up. Now, we've got what actually came out here in yellow. I've got the typical here, and anything that was low is in red, anything that was high is in green, and then StoneX's predictions here. And you can see that there's a lot of red here. So the milk per cow came up almost a half a pound, when typically it would have come up about a quarter of a pound. Now, cow numbers only came up 5,000, but with that 16,000 revision the month before, that means we averaged about 10,000 per month. So overall, month over month on production, we were up about 0.7% when we thought we'd be up about 0.5. And year over year, we're up 1.5, which is generally considered fairly bearish. And here's how USDA normally is going to print that, say about a 0.3 increase, and then we ended up at 0.7. Now, next couple months, we expect to be declining in production. However, if we end up growing cow numbers like we are, then that probably won't happen quite so much. Just look at these cow numbers. Holy mackerel, we're at 9.425. This is where we were a year ago. We've just been adding cows, adding cows, adding cows. And so I was going to go back in my Sunday podcast and kind of look at what kind of prices did we have here, here, and here, because these were periods of increasing cows. And I know at this one we were like $1.60 cheese. So again, we were probably starting to flirt with some lower cheese prices given all these cows that are around. Now, overall, given the slaughter data, I am still kind of calculating 0.74 replacements per cow. Again, that should give us a 37% total turnover rate. If we use replacements take 2 years, take off 7% deads, that means anything under 30% says we're probably growing the herd. So I think we're actually probably a replacement rate of 25 to 27%. Now, how long we can maintain that is the big question. Total production has been going up over time, and then recently we've changed that a little bit, but we're still increasing. And so the point is that last year was probably an outlier. That's a little bit of bird flu, and I didn't think we could pick that up, but it looks like we are. So lapping over last year, was probably not a realistic number, but again, I think we are increasing total milk production. Milk per cow is kind of the same thing. We'd been on this tremendous upward trend, and we've really changed that trajectory a little bit, but it's not flat anymore. We are on an upward trajectory. And really, this outlier last year is not a significant outlier. So again, that was probably a little bit of bird flu because it started in March of 2024. So my prediction for fat is about 4.31 when we get the agricultural prices. That's down 5 ticks is what that was in the federal milk marketing data. If we get that, we're going to be down month over month about 0.6, but year over year, we're going to be up 3%. And so that's going to be a fairly significant increase. So we also got the agricultural prices today. That was our first look at the new federal milk marketing formulas, and a couple of the orders lost value compared to the old system, and a few of the orders gained. The global dairy trade was down, the first one that had been down for a while, and cheese lost about 9%. So that was somewhat bearish. Then we're going to have the cold storage report on Friday, so that'll be our next milk market tidbit.